Carrie, I think we're live again.
We are having a fun day today. Technology. Maybe we should talk to people about technology. I bet you they'd buy our services. Hello, everyone. We are live streaming, and we've now done this twice. And we're trying to figure out our new custom live streaming, which we said last week or the week before, but apparently we're still trying to figure it out. Can you see everything okay, Haley, with my computer? Okay, cool. Awesome. So Haley and I are back with our real talk. We weren't here. Were we here last week? Yeah.
Yes, we were.
We were here last week. We skipped the week before. So we're back on a routine. Summer is almost over for many people, including you, Haley. Kids are back to school, right?
Yeah.
And we're noticing for a lot of our clients. So I think we're all going to get back to a little bit more normalcy, which is going to be good and routine. And we are still in a market that is interesting, right? We've had talks of, are we in a recession, pulling back from a recession? But it really doesn't matter. If you're an entrepreneur, it's kind of uncharted territory. So that's what we kind of want to talk about a little bit today on Real Talk with Cari and Haley. So thanks for joining us. We do this every Tuesday. Haley, you just got back from a great event, and we just got a chance to catch up. So I'm excited to have you back. I'm glad you had a great time.
It was a really, really good time. And before we dive in, I'm going to ask you to record so that we can get this recorded. Yes, technology.
Thank you.
But I think that it's really important to take the time away, especially if you are feeling a bit burnt out, or you just feel like you need to recharge, reconnect. Like what I think the one thing that I took away from this retreat was that sometimes we take on so many things. I mean, if anybody's like me, I take on a lot of things because I like the hustle mindset, and I like constantly being in a production of any kind. I like doing multiple things. That's how I thrive. And what can end up happening, Cari, is when you are doing so many things at once, everything blurs together. And I, at least, was unable to see, well, what are the tasks and things that I do that I really enjoy? And what are the things that I'm doing that I don't like? And so I really had to dissect that for myself and decide, what do I need to start saying no to so that I can start allowing for opportunities to come to me that I really do like? Because I've always been an advocate of, when we say yes to something, we're telling the universe, yes, I like this. That's why I'm saying yes to it. So more of those things are going to keep coming to us. So if we actually say yes to something, but we don't like it, it's a mixed signal. And so, and not just the universe, but people are going to start coming to you and saying, oh, I see that you're doing this.
Yeah.
You must like that. Otherwise you'd say no to doing it. So can you do mine too?
Yeah.
And so and then you become, like I said, like you're just taking on so many things, and you might like the hustle of it.
Yeah.
But are you blurring the lines? And so even in real estate, I don't know. I like to ask people, like, are you really doing what you enjoy? And are you sure? And when was the last time that you took time to really reflect on that? Do you like these kinds of conversations? Do you prefer to work with buyers over sellers? Do you actually enjoy being a team leader? What do you want your day-to-day to look like? So that's really what I took away, is being able to own what my role is and be confident in saying yes to the things that I enjoy, even if other people don't agree with that.
Yeah. Well, because it's not about them, it's about you. And, when you say yes to something, you're saying no to something else. So, that's the other thing, is that if we say yes to the things that we don't really love, we're saying no to the things that we really do, because we don't have enough time and we can't do it all. So it's blocking us from those opportunities, not only just energetically, but from a time perspective, because we're just too busy. So that's really great. So if you are winding down your summer and you're feeling a little bit burnt out, you're feeling like you haven't had a lot of time to yourself, which you probably haven't, especially if you're a parent, you've had kids home all summer, which is a blessing. And also, though, it makes our time more limited. So we don't spend much time reflecting, working on ourselves, and figuring those things out. This is a great time to do it at the end of summer, or when kids go back to school. So that's a great reminder. And thanks for sharing that, Haley. I'm glad you had that time to take off, pour into yourself, and reflect. It's super, super important, because now you come back with a new level of energy and clarity that you bring to your organization, into our organization. For that, I'm super grateful. And we wanted to kind of round out our conversation in addition to that, just with opportunity. I really believe that, coming from that place of abundance and opportunity is always the best place to come from, even when we feel like there isn't that, because
Right.
when we come from that mindset, there is, we just need to go find it. And we still find people saying this market is confusing. We're not really in a recession. In fact, we're still seeing inventory be low. We still see some supply and demand, but there is definitely a shift, and it depends on the market that you find yourself in. But I was reading something the other day, and I just thought it would be something good to bring up, because Haley, you and I speak with a lot of leaders across the country, real estate team leaders, leaders of other entrepreneurship ventures, leaders of brokerages, etc. And if you are someone who has established a business of whatever sort, just happens that we talk to a lot of people in the real estate industry that is successful, that has been able to, weather the storms, so to speak, throughout the years. Or if you find yourself really finding opportunity in this transitional market, that is amazing.
Right.
And there's more opportunity in that than maybe you see. Because right now you're seeing the opportunity of, I'm taking on market share, I'm taking on business opportunity, I'm continuing to thrive, not just survive in this transitional market. That is fantastic. But there's a whole nother side of this opportunity. And that is for you to go and acquire more talent that isn't in the same spot that you're in, because you know something they don't know. You've developed some system that they've been unable to develop. You have created some lead generation consistency or system that they have not been able yet to do themselves. You have a mindset or a hustle or time management or whatever it is that they maybe just have not been able to develop to the level that you have. And this creates a great opportunity. I'm actually, partnering with and coaching somebody who has only been in the business for a couple of years. And yet she's doing more business per month right now than most people who've been in the business 2, 3, 4 times longer than her. And so it has created an opportunity where people are attracting to her. And yet she doesn't really know what to do with that, because she's still in the midst of building a business. But it's an opportunity that if she were to allow herself to explore it, could really level her up, and not only her skill set and her business growth, but really, quite frankly, her own personal growth, her leadership, and her joy. She's finding a lot of joy in these new opportunities that are showing up. So today, I just wanted to bring up an opportunity. If you find yourself thriving in this market, and I know many of you are, whether you are a leader today or not, it provides an opportunity for you to think about leadership, to think about some other sort of growth in your business, to start thinking about success through others, because talent acquisition is the #1 opportunity in a down market, in a recession, or in any sort of transitional market that you find in any industry. If you go back and research, some of the largest growth that organizations have been in those times. Why? Because they were thriving, and people want to be around people who are succeeding in those times, and they can learn from them and continue to succeed alongside them. So that's just a huge, huge opportunity. Talent acquisition. Is that something that your mindset is even around at this time? And if it's not, why not? And should it be? And how can you continue to level up your business in a time where maybe other people are not able to, because you have this cutting edge? I don't know if you have any thoughts on that, Haley, but I think it's a huge opportunity for many.
Yeah. And here's the thing. I heard this like last week, and it really resonated with me. So I'll share it here. It's that leaders, when you are able to step in to someone's life and you start adding value, that is leadership. That is leadership. So if you're already doing that and people are coming to you because they're aligned with you, it's not by accident. Okay. It's because first of all, it's because your vibration is that high, that people are attracted to you because you're in alignment. And when your bucket is so full that it's overflowing, that overflow is now what you can contribute into other people's lives. Isn't that magnificent? You are so full that now you can start, because you've grown so much, you can now contribute to others. And that really is what, that is a spiritual gift, is that you're able to contribute to others. So are you looking to step into leadership? What are you already adding to other people's lives? What value are you bringing? And like I said, if people are coming to you because they're drawn to you, that is 100% a sign. And I would lean into that. And if you're
Yes.
curious about that, like, okay, well, what do I do now? Yeah, I have people that are, wanting to have conversation with me, or they're wanting to partner with me, but I don't quite know how to lead them, because leadership is scary, and a lot of us, we take it on as if it's our responsibility to help others succeed. That's not what leadership is,
No.
right? But how can you lean into it? I would say if you're curious about that, let's have a deeper conversation, and let's not be fearful of that, because the world needs more leaders like
Yeah.
you. That's why people are
Yeah.
coming to you.
Yeah. And you know what? You are spot on. And I think this should be our next conversation. So let's make this our topic for next Tuesday, which is what even is leadership? Because I think the reason people are afraid of it is because they do have a meaning that they've assigned to that word that has created this very heavy feeling, this strong feeling of just overreaching, like, responsibility. And we don't have the confidence. So what we don't realize is, number one, we're probably already leading. And number two, leadership is a lot less scary if we really understood it. And number three, we probably could just continue to level up a little bit the value that we're adding to people's lives, and we would be a leader, and we would be contributing, and we would be helping people succeed. And so if we have a conversation with ourselves around that, we understand it, I think it becomes less scary. And we stop turning away those signs or those people, because a lot of people are literally turning those things away because they're just uncertain. They have a lack of confidence, or they're scared about it. So number one, open up your mind to it. See if there are some signs. If you're thriving in this market today, people are probably attracting to you, and you may be just ignoring it. And so what do you do with that? We'll absolutely 100% do a one-on-one call with you if you want to dive into it. There are a lot of ways to be a leader. There are a lot of ways to partner with people in their success. There is no right or wrong way, not in real estate or any other industry, but we've seen how a lot of other people have done it. And so I think that the value that we can bring is, here's what other people have done. Here's what people before you have been able to accomplish. Is anything resonating with you? Because again,
Right.
just like everything we talk about, it has to be in alignment with you and who you are. So let's dive a little bit deeper into leadership, what it is and what it is not next week, Haley. I think that would be great.
Okay, that sounds good. We'll do that.
Awesome. Thanks everybody for bearing with our technology challenges. I promise we're going to get this new live streaming system down. It's not Haley, by the way, it's me. I always have technological issues. She's doing her best to help me, but I'll get it right soon. Thank you guys for watching us. And now that we're kind of past the summer and a lot of our travels, you'll be seeing us most Tuesdays, as you have been for many months. So tune in and invite a friend and comment and let us know if there's a topic that you'd like to hear about as well.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, guys. Talk to you soon.